Hello students, I am Prachi Waray, librarian, welcomes you all to S.V.K.T. Arts, Science and Commerce College Devlali camp in the today's session. Dear friends, in the earlier session we have discussed about the electronic resources. That is, what are electronic resources, various types of e-resources and their examples, advantages and disadvantages of e-resources. In today's session, we are going to discuss the various initiatives taken by the Ministry of Education, Government of India regarding the scholarly communication among academicians and research scholars. One such initiative is the establishment of Inflibnet. So, the objective of the today's session is, what is Inflibnet? Various initiatives taken by Inflibnet, major programs carried by Inflibnet, that is Nlist and Shodhganga. So dear friends, before going into detail, we must understand some of the terms that are going to come again and again during our discussion. That is, first term is library consortium. What is a library consortium? A library consortium is a group of libraries who partner to coordinate activities, share resources and combine expertise. That is, when two or more libraries come together to cooperate with each other in terms of their information resources, then it is called a consortium. Why we establish a consortium? We establish a consortium to reduce the duplication of information resources, to save the cost. Okay, then the second term is thesis. What is a thesis? Thesis is a project that marks the end of a doctoral study. Whenever a student completes his/her doctoral study or PhD, he submits a project report that is called a thesis. What is dissertation? A dissertation is a research project completed as part of an undergraduate or postgraduate degree. When you people complete your project work during your undergraduate and postgraduate study, you do a project work that is called a dissertation. Then the term comes plagiarism. What is plagiarism? It is presenting someone else's work or idea as your own with or without their consent, by incorporating it into your work without full acknowledgement. So, directly saying, plagiarism means copying one's data or others' data into your own work without acknowledging him or her. Okay, that is, it is just a copy paste. So, it is punishable. Then fifth is open access. What is open access? Open access is a publishing model for scholarly communication that makes research information available to readers at no cost, as opposed to the traditional subscription model. So, what is an open access? When open access is a publishing model. So, in open access, the resources are available free of cost, despite of the traditional subscription model. So, let's start with the introduction to Inflibnet. As I told you earlier also, Inflibnet is an inter-university center that is established by Ministry of Education, Government of India under University Grants Commission. The Information and Library Network Center is situated in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. It is a major national program initiated by UGC in March 1991, and in 1996 it became an autonomous inter-university center. Inflibnet is involved in modernizing university libraries in India using the state-of-art technologies for the optimum utilization of information. Inflibnet is playing major role in promoting scholarly communication among academicians and researchers in India. So, the major objective to establish Inflibnet is to establish scholarly communication among the academicians and research scholars. That is to develop a strong network by linking libraries and information centers available in the universities, deemed to be universities, colleges, information centers, research organizations, etc. to avoid duplication of efforts. The other objective is to provide seamless, reliable and ubiquitous access to scholarly peer-reviewed electronic resources to academic community in educational institutions. In the previous lecture, we learned about the e-resources. So, you can have access to the e-resources through Inflibnet. So, these are some of the initiatives taken by Inflibnet. These are some of them. First is E-Shodh Shodh Nlist, Infistats and Infid. Open access initiatives are Shodhganga, Shodhgangotri, IR Inflibnet, Infoport. Projects and services carried out by Inflibnet are EPG Pathshala, Vidwan Database, Vidyamitra and IRI NS, and a union catalog called IndCat and Sol 3.0 library, integrated library automation software. So, I am going to discuss about the various initiatives one by one. First is E-Shodh Sindhu. E-Shodh Sindhu is a consortium for higher education that provides access to e-resources to universities, colleges and centrally funded technical institutions in India. It is created by merging the three consortia initiatives, namely UGC Infonet Digital Library Consortium, which is applicable to the universities, Nlist, which is applicable or subscribed by the institutions, colleges under 2F and 12B. And Nlist AICT consortium is available for the AICT affiliated colleges and institutions. So, next is E-Shodh Shuddhi. E-Shodh Shuddhi provides a plagiarism detection software to the institution. As I already told you, plagiarism means copying one's idea in your own work without acknowledging him or her. So, Shodh Shuddhi provides plagiarism detection software to institution. Earlier it was Urkund, now it is called Original. So, by putting your thesis, your dissertation in the original software, it detects the percentage of plagiarism you have done in your projects or thesis. Okay. Then Nlist. Nlist is National Library and Information Services infrastructure for scholarly content. Our college has also subscribed or is a member of Inflibnet Nlist. Infed, an open source software that authenticates authorized users from colleges and universities. Infed is an open source software that is freely available software. The duty of this software is to authenticate the users from the colleges and universities. The major open access initiatives taken by Inflibnet are Shodhganga. Shodhganga is a digital repository for submission of e-version of thesis and dissertation by students and researchers. Shodhganga is a digital repository of synopsis submitted by research scholar to the universities. So what is the difference between Shodhganga and Shodhganga? Shodhganga is the digital repository for the submission of thesis and dissertations in electronic format, and Shodhganga is a digital repository of synopsis. What is synopsis? Synopsis is prepared before the doctoral thesis. What is IR Inflibnet? It is an institutional repository created using DSpace open source software. DSpace is an open source software using which the institutional repository is created by the Inflibnet Center. Here in this institutional repository, you can have access to journals, presentations, audios, videos and many more e-resources. What is Infoport? Infoport is Inflibnet's subject gateway for Indian electronic resources. So, in earlier lecture also I told you what is a subject gateway. Subject gateway is a portal or a gateway that is created by the subject experts. Okay. Then comes the various projects, the major projects carried out by the Inflibnet. In that you might have heard about the ePG Pathshala. Here you get all sort of ebooks on this website up to PG level. Then comes Vidwan database. It is an expert database and national research network. Contains the profiles of scientists, researchers and leading academicians. As the name suggests, Vidwan database. The name itself defines that it contains the profiles of scientists, researchers and leading academicians. Vidyamitra. Vidyamitra is an integrated e-content portal. IRINS is a research information management system for the institutions. So, this is the home page of Inflibnet. You can go and search for the various activities carried out by Inflibnet by going to the Inflibnet website and see the various initiatives taken by the Inflibnet one by one, and you will come to know how useful it is for the academic communication for your higher education, how it will be helpful for you during your further studies. Now I am going to discuss one of the project started by Inflibnet. It is popularly known as Inflibnet Nlist. So what is Nlist? Nlist is National Library and Information Services infrastructure for scholarly content. The project was being jointly executed by the UGC Infonet Digital Library Consortium, Inflibnet Center and AICTE Consortium. So, the Nlist project provides access to e-resources to students, researchers and faculty from colleges and other beneficiary institutions through servers installed at the Inflibnet Center. The Inflibnet Center, as I told you, is established in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. So, the servers are installed in the Inflibnet Center, and from there the users can have access to e-resources remotely. Okay. It authorizes the users from colleges and give access to the various journals, ebooks, articles required by them directly from the publisher's website. So, the authorized users from colleges can now access e-resources and download articles required by them directly from the publisher's website once they are duly authenticated as authorized users through servers deployed at the Inflibnet center. Okay. So, the beneficiary colleges. So, today in India, most of the colleges which are registered under 2F12B of UGC Act are getting benefit of Nlist consortium. Okay, they are having access to 6,150 e-journals and more than 31,64,300 electronic books. Okay. So, this is the home page of Nlist. Here you can see the members login. From here you can log in into the Nlist. For that you need to have a user ID and password given to you by your college. Okay, then you can enter into the Inflibnet Nlist consortium. So, you have to log in from here. So, this is the login screen where you have to put your email ID or user ID and password and say login. So, after logging in into the Nlist, you will get this screen where you have access to the e-journals and e-books reservoir. Okay, you can search the e-books and e-journals subject wise, keyword wise, alphabetically, author wise and much more. So, the e-journals available through Nlist are from the following publishers. First, American Institute of Physics, that is the publishing country is USA. Number of journals available are 18. Annual Review is a journal publisher published from USA. The number of journals are there 33. Economic and Political Weekly is published from India. Indian journals publishing country is India. About 186 journals are there in the Nlist consortium. Institute of Physics publishing country is UK, providing 46 journals through Nlist consortium. JSTOR published from USA, providing 2,500 journals in the Nlist consortium. Oxford University Press publishing country is UK, providing 262 journals in the Nlist consortium. Royal Society of Chemistry publishing country is UK, providing 29 journals through this consortium. H.W. Wilson from USA, providing 3,025 journals in the Nlist consortium. So, it is then e-books available through Nlist. In the same way, many e-book publishers are contributing in the Nlist consortium. eBay from USA, Cambridge Book Online from UK, EBSCO-Host Net Library from USA, Hindustan Book Agency from India, Institute of Southeast Asian Studies books from India, Oxford Scholarship Online from UK, Springer eBooks from Germany, Taylor and Francis from UK, My Library McGraw-Hill from USA, Sage Publications ebook from USA and Open Access Net Library. So, you get access to more than 6,150 e-journals from different publishers across the world, and in the same way more than 31,64,300 e-books from different publishers across the world. You have a big knowledge reservoir to access. Then comes the another topic or another initiative taken by Inflibnet is Shodhganga. So the Shodhganga is a center that provides a platform for research students to deposit their PhD thesis and make it available to the entire scholarly community in open access. So as already told you, Shodhganga is established with the aim to collect or to deposit the PhD thesis, create a PhD thesis and make it available to the entire scholarly community in open access. That is, the thesis available through Shodhganga are open, that is free to all. So in the country, the various universities are engaged in depositing the various the thesis generated in different subjects under Shodhganga repository. The repository has the ability to capture, index, store, disseminate and preserve the electronic thesis dissertation submitted by the researchers. Okay. So anyone can search any thesis by keyword, author, research guide, etc. in the repository. See, this is the home page of Shodhganga. You just write in the search box Shodhganga, you will get the home page of Shodhganga. So on the home page there is a search box where you can write the title or the keyword or the research guide name or the researcher's name to search the particular thesis or dissertation submitted in Shodhganga under the various conducted under various universities. Okay, then this is the search box. Okay, a reservoir of Indian thesis and Inflibnet Nlist. Here you can conduct advanced search regarding the thesis. So on the right side it is showing the subjects available in the Shodhganga. So concluding the session, Inflibnet is leveraging on the latest technology, create a virtual network of people and resources in academic institutions with an aim to provide effective and efficient access to knowledge through innovation and collaboration. So what Inflibnet is doing? Inflibnet is creating a virtual network that is not visible among the people and resources. People are getting connected to the electronic resources through a virtual network in the academic institutions. Okay, so it provides seamless, reliable and ubiquitous access to scholarly, peer-reviewed electronic resources to the academic community in all educational institutions with a focus on services and tools, processes and practices that support its effective use and increase value of this information. So through Inflibnet, Inflibnet Nlist, Shodhganga, Shodhgangotri and PG Pathshala and much more, you have a seamless and reliable access to the scholarly and peer-reviewed electronic resources that are not available. For that you have to pay much money. So that is available to you through open access So these are much more beneficial than print resources. Okay. Then build and strengthen ICT infrastructure in education institutions with value added services. So as you know, every library or each library can't buy each and every book or can't subscribe to the subscribe to the journals because of less budget. So through Inflibnet, Nlist, what the institutions are getting, educational institutions are getting strength. They are getting free e-resources at minimum cost. Okay. Then enabling users to access information in electronic format from anywhere, anytime. Secondly, what it is doing, it is enabling the access to information in electronic format 24/7. Okay, one can access these resources remotely. Say the Inflibnet Center, Inflibnet Nlist is established at Gandhinagar, Gujarat, and one is sitting in Nasik and accessing that e-resource is what? Because of the ICT infrastructure in the educational institutions as well as the information that is available in electronic format can be accessed remotely at any time. These are the references that I have used for this presentation. Thank you.